Okay, can I ask you, do you ever think that Nigeria will be better? I mean, you have lived in that country for years, and it's one of the richest countries in the continent. Do you ever think the country will be better?
The question you should be asking yourself, why is Nigeria not better?
Okay, why Nigeria never better?
Why Nigeria never better? There are some indices that is working against Nigeria that's not making it better.
Really? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right, fine. So,
Yeah, good to meet you.
it's a pleasure, the pleasure is mine.
What's your name?
My name is Shehu Abdul Salam.
Okay, quick one. What do you think is the major reason, or why do you think most Africans are actually leaving Africa for Europe? Why do you think people are running out of Africa, most likely Nigeria, to Europe?
Yeah, you see the human evolution, the way human beings take there.
Yeah.
We are created like water.
Okay.
When you pour water on the floor, it will always find its level.
Okay.
It's a normal phenomenon. Everybody wants something that will give him peace, that will give him long life, and that will be able to earn and make money and meet his demands. So if those things are not found in the place where you think you are, you will likely want to go to where you think you can find them. And you see, as a representation of the way it is, the way we are talking, people see things in Europe and they see things in developed country. Other people also want to come and tap into this and also, to make their life better. So, irrespective of how much Africa thinks they have or we have in Africa, if you don't identify those potentials, maximize them and use them through developing human beings that can tap into these potentials, it will always look like a gold in the mines. First one, when people are divided against themselves, then there is no possibility of development. It's like you want to build a house. The carpenter is at war with the bricklayer. The bricklayer is at war with the welder. How then do you want them to build a house? It's not possible. And our leaders tend to realize this. So they do everything within their reach to divide us. And two basic component things that have been dividing we as Africans.
Okay.
One, we are attached, we have so much emotional attachment to our culture, to where we come from. Secondly, religion. It's only in places like Nigeria.
You think religion?
In fact, religion is even more dangerous than any other thing. It's the opium of the people. Now, I can tell you one thing. You can have an Hausa man, a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, who are all Muslims. Within that Muslim, or within that Christian thing that they are, one will tell you is Cherubim and Seraphim. The other one will tell you is Saleh. The other one will tell you is Pentecostal. You understand? So there is a division that's already created. Even you, as a Christian, even you as a Muslim, you already have that division. So, okay, now let me give you an example. A fresh young graduate, a fresh undergraduate goes to school. Okay. Once you enter that school, any university in Nigeria, go and ask. The first thing they want to let you join, if you're a lawyer, if you're a law student, they want you to join the National Association of Law Students. Yes. Under that same law student, they will not say National Association of Christian Law Students. National Association of Muslim Law Students. They are now dividing you slowly. They will now come up with National Association of Yoruba Law Students, National Association of Igbo Law Students within the same establishment.
Wow, which shouldn't be by all means.
Which shouldn't be by all means. Go to universities here. How many of them do you see that they say National Association of St. Gallen Students?
You don't even
you understand? So you see, once that division keeps coming, you start getting emotional attachment to some components outside the other one. Look at the last election. You understand?
Yeah.
It was clearly that we are heading towards division.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think if Peter Obi had won the election, that Nigeria would have been better than it is now?
I wouldn't say better than it is now, but it will not be as worse as it is now.
Wow. Why do you think so?
Why I think so is that, you see, Peter Obi might not be too better than Tinubu and the rest. Yeah. But one that has it going for him is that you have a president that you can really sit down and tackle.
He's accountable.
He's accountable and you can tackle him. You understand? Let's say it's Peter Obi that wants to go and buy private jets, for example.
Yeah.
Nigerians will come hard on him and he will listen. Even Tinubu himself came hard on Jonathan and Jonathan listened. But nobody can checkmate Tinubu. He's becoming too big even for the nation himself. So when you have a leader that's not 100% accountable to the people, how do you now put it under control? How do you now organize checks and balances? It was on record that private jet was even bought without the consent of National Assembly.
National Assembly, yeah.
And nothing happened. Will Peter Obi ever try that? These are the questions you ask yourself. That is why it will not be as bad. It might be bad, but it will not be as bad as it is now. Because Peter Obi can be checked, but Baba cannot be checked.
So let's, in summary now, for those that are trying to leave Nigeria now because of greener pasture outside the country, so do you think it's wise for them to sell their properties and leave Africa down to Europe or any continent of the world?
If I say my mind, people will not say. Well, some people might not really like it, but the truth is that, you see, whatever you think will make you happy, bros, do it. Forget. Whatever you think will make you happy, do it. If you think you have a property, you are protecting that property and you don't want to sell it, you don't want to do this, you don't want to move because of one sentiment or the other that you're attached to it. What about if you are killed and you don't have access to that property? You see what people are enjoying abroad, which many of us don't want to agree, or we are deceiving the people at home. It's not the money. People at home, many people in Nigeria are even richer than the guys here.
You're right.
But what we are enjoying is that freedom to move from point A to point B without being harassed. It's going home and seeing electricity. It's not thinking about how will I buy petrol. There are some topics that we don't even discuss.
You're right.
Yeah, it's even strange. If you are in Nigeria now, you go home now, you travel to Nigeria, you are going to use minimum 3 days trying to arrange petrol for your car, arrange petrol for generator, and all those things. You have taken a considerable amount of time wasted. Every day Nigerians go out to go and hustle, to go and do this. They come back home only to get money to eat, to pay for school fees,
And just leave.
to just exist, not live. That is exist. They just exist for another day. Okay, now the way you and I are here, be honest. If you fall sick, even though if you have zero in your account, you are rest assured you can go to hospital and get the kind of treatment that Tinubu comes to get in France.
You're right.
So what is the essence of life when the life is not guaranteed? So it's not about the money. It's not about what you have. It's about those things that we don't have, and those things are even more important than the things we have, because our leaders leave that place to come and get them here. So don't let's deceive the people. If you feel you can do it, you can go. It's not easy. Nowhere is easy.
Nowhere is easy.
There is no free meal anywhere. Don't let anybody deceive you. I can't be here eating good food, have rest of mind, be in a good secured house, live in a secured environment. I pay for the things I pay for, I say it, and then I will now tell you that don't come home with the suffer here. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you can, please do. Come
So
and try your own luck.
Come and try your luck.
Come and try your own luck. You might be better than me.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. I'm really grateful.
Thank you. All right,
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you so much.